5. He's in the Dillner Precast. Eastport Feeds, Black Forest Auto, number 55. It's Chase Grennan. Starting from the 6th starting position. In the USNE Utility, Kennedy, Long Island Realty, number 66. It's Timmy Salamito. Starting from the 7th starting spot. In the Eastport Feeds, Dillner Precast, number 38. That's Owen Grennan. And bringing up the rear of the field, in the Gershow Recycling, number 2, it's J.R. Bertuccio. Top 6 will be handicapped for tonight's feature event.
Cool to see both of the Grennan brothers in the Tour Modified division for once instead of the Crate Modifieds. And Owen's running his number, 38, not 70 this year.
And noticeably absent here, Tom Rogers Jr., also Jack Hanley Jr., who we believe broke his wrist. So driving a modified would be tough. He did drive the truck, but he's not here either with the modified. And there's one more missing that was here opening night.
I can see that Dylan Slepian is on the racetrack. Now he's rolling here, and he'll join the field. He's in this heat.
Oh, J.B. Fortin also not with us here tonight, who was here opening night. So had they all come back, we would have had 21 modifieds here tonight. We'll roll with 16. Shane Ryan Bailey watching us on FloRacing down in Florida today. The gentleman that runs the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour fan page on Facebook. We will give them 2 hot laps and we will be back.
Caution flag down, and the hot laps have been complete. The field will double up once again, and we'll be ready for our first modified heat race, tour-type modified heat race of the evening. We'll have 2 here to set up our starting lineup for the feature. Timmy Salamito just rolled by here. He always does a great job with those natural designs.
It's blue foil, like blue chrome.
It is
It looks so nice.
It is. It's a great paint scheme. A lot of white cars, I've noticed.
Yeah, weird. Normally they're all black. But 12 laps to be the distance for the tour-type modifieds. Top 6 will be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Big Al, Alan Peterson out to the early lead. Here comes the 10.
Nice to see Alan Peterson run in the front of the field here. We'll see how long he holds his lead. Obviously, Alan Peterson doing a lot of work, especially in the figure 8 division, but here in his 02 modified, we've seen him run in right up there at the front of the field. Dylan Slepian, though, making a move on Chris Rogers, and I can tell you he's already eyeballing that lead.
Slepian here tonight. No big trailer, no big crew. Just running the deal with Rob Pelis. In the Rob Pelis own number 10, the Eastport Feeds number 10. Comes to second, looks to the inside of Peterson. As the 00 of Chris Rogers files in for third, and Matt Brody runs fourth.
Timmy Salamito in that 66 still mired back in the field. He's currently in a side-by-side battle there with Chase Grennan. Matthew Brody right in front of him. Really has nowhere to go. And now Owen Grennan in the 38 is to the inside of Salamito. Well, was there for a moment. So Timmy Salamito kind of mired back in the field. I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to do here in these 12 short laps here for the modifieds. Oh, a lot of sideways action right there. A lot of cars out of shape, but everybody hung on to it.
Brody with a good job to come to fourth. Chase Grennan to fifth. The battle is for sixth. Top 6 will be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Salamito to the outside of Owen Grennan.
And
Salamito comes to position number 6.
So maybe now with the field single file, Timmy Solomito will be able to make more moves here. But Alan Peterson is still leading this race. He's still in front of Dylan
Big
Sleppian.
Al's riding right now. He looks good. Car number 02.
And I will say this, I just watched him through 3 and 4. He's running a considerably higher line there than the rest of this field.
He gets a big run, though, down the back straightaway. Not like this place is big enough for that, but if you look at it, he pulls about a half a car length on Sleppian at the end of the straightaway, but here comes Sleppian now.
I was going to say, it was making the difference at one point, but now Allen, if he wants to win this heat race, might have to consider changing his line. But he's got one more lap he's got to make here, and he'll have that heat win.
Oh, he skates up the raceway. Here comes Sleppian to the inside. Sleppian not very aggressive here, probably happy to come home second, and that's where he will.
Good job, Alan Peterson, hanging on for that heat race win.
Checkered flag flies, taking down the win. In car number 02 was Alan Peterson, second across the line. Car number 10, Dylan Sleppian, third to 00 of Chris Rogers, fourth. Car number 96, Matthew Brody, fifth. Car number 55, Chase Grennan, and sixth. Car number 66 of Timmy Solomito. Nice job, Kyle Halpin. Good job, dude. Up next, modified heat race number 2, starting on the pole. He's in the MSM Elite Motorsports. Oval Speed Unlimited, number 5, your defending modified champion, John Beatty Jr. Starting on the outside of row number 1 in the Spiderweb Racing, Cromer's Market. Hydro Action, number 81. It's the real deal, Mark Stewart. Starting from the 3rd starting position in the Sandalewski's Architects, Earth's Splendor, number 49, it's Chris Young. Starting from the 4th starting position, it's been 3 years since he's been here at Riverhead Raceway. He'd like to say a special thanks to Mickey's Karting, Mom and Dad, Brian Midget, and Doug Ojico for all the help. In the East Hampton Energy Solutions, Mickey's Karting, number 14, it's Corey Midget. Starting from the 5th starting position, in the Panorama Signs, Millennium Limited Contracting, Beakus Garage Doors, number 36, it's Kyle Elwood. Starting from the 6th starting position, in the Reichert Group, IGA. Shore Mechanical, number 33, that's CJ Lehman. Starting from the 7th starting spot in the Ream Air Conditioning, Jerry Scalise. Elite Heating and Air Conditioning, number 88, that's Roger Turbish. And bringing up the rear of the field, in the Buzz Chew Chevrolet United Rentals, number 89, it's Michael Rikowski. 2 on the hot side, we'll be back. Caution flag down indicating that the 2 hot laps have been completed. Top 6 cars to be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Good to have Corey Midget back here.
I like Kyle Elwood's paint scheme. I feel like it reminds me of another car that I've seen, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Like another paint scheme I've seen, but I can't think of it.
I don't know.
Nice to see him running.
But you're like a world traveler racer. You go all over the place. So.
Yeah. Connecticut.
I'm here. So.
Green flag and look at
Yellow. No start. 81 jumps the start.
I was going to say, he had a...
John Beatty has to fire first in car number 5. We're going to
say.
try it again right away. Quick caution. We'll go right back to it. Mark Stewart to the outside. They head to the Newsday Go Zone.
Oh, man. Well, now I'm not sure exactly. We're green here. We're not going caution, but I'm not sure there what happened with John Beatty.
Young got into the back of Beatty there on the initial start.
But it just looked like Beatty never went. I mean, usually you can tell if somebody spins the tires there, but I don't know. Well, regardless, Mark Stewart has the lead now in the 81. Kyle Elwood in second, Roger Turbish third. And then behind them, it is John Beatty in the 5. So the 5 of John Beatty not having a great start to his heat race. Is mired back in the 4th position here, but still a close battle. Turbish looking to work over the back bumper of the 36 of Elwood, and right behind them, Beatty's looking to make something happen. All while at the front of the field, the 81 of Mark Stewart continues to pull away with the lead. He actually hasn't pulled away too much, but he holds a steady gap over the 36 of Kyle Elwood, running here in the Tour-type modifieds, and we've seen him in a couple times in the Tour-type modifieds. He's run that 4 car, I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, but more or less has spent time in the Legends and the Crate modified the last year or so.
So Mark Stewart, car number 81, leads the way. To second, car number 36, Kyle Elwood. Third is the 88 of Roger Turbish. John Beatty Jr. runs 4th. 5th is Chris Young, and 6th is CJ Lehman.
And it's still a good battle up here at the front of the field. Everyone's remained fairly close nose to tail. I don't expect anyone to make any too drastic moves here, with it being a heat race, but you can see how close in time these modifieds are. Even the leader doesn't have the biggest gap here, and Mark Stewart's about to see 2 laps to go here as he cuts to the line.
Even for a guy like Beatty at this point, with passing points on the line, he was going to start on the pole anyway. He couldn't really gain anything, so he's better off riding around, not wearing his car out here. As they take the white flag, car number 81, Mark Stewart, leads the way. Kyle Elwood is second. Roger Turbish third. John Beatty fourth. Chris Young fifth. And CJ Lehman round out your top 6. Checkered will fly, and that's how they'll finish. Checkered flag flies, taking down the win in car number 81. It was Mark Stewart second across the line. Car number 36, Kyle Elwood third. Car number 88, Roger Turbish fourth. Car number 5 of John Beatty Jr. 5th to 49 of Chris Young, and 6th, car number 33 of CJ Lehman. Heat races are complete.